everybody. Welcome to another episode of Into the Band. And as you can see, I'm not at home. I'm actually doing some National Guard stuff. Essentially, this episode was recorded in 8/9/2022, and it is more of a response of the White House blog post titled, How Do Economists Determine Whether the Economy is in a Recession? And there's two things that happen. One is that they're relying on the National Bureau of Economic Research that basically rely on four indicators, which are variable real income minus transfer, real spending, industrial production, and employment relative to their value in April 2020. So this thing, they look for a significant decline. And if they don't see that, then they might not deem that we are in a recession, right? So that's the one thing that popped up. The other thing was a concept called the SOM rule, and it's in real time. And it was actually created by the St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank, Federal Reserve Economic Data System in October 2019. It is retroactively calculated to evaluate the performance of past recession. And so the rule is defined as it's an indicator that signals the start of a recession when a 3-month moving average of the national unemployment rate rises by 0.5 percentage points or more relative to its low during the previous 12 months. Now, this is basically relying on unemployment numbers. So if you guys have been tracking, the US has actually been at a negative unemployment, which means that we have significantly more jobs than we have people. Now, and I know that there are people out there that are experiencing actually sudden job loss, and I know that because people in our circles, I've also been struggling because companies cannot be able to pay their wage because of whatever reason. So that numbers might have increased, and obviously there's a lot of delay in data, and that delay in data does influence a lot. Now, when it comes to this whole entire article, obviously it looks to be more informative, more of educating the public of how people see recession, and other can view it as their own self-interest. Either way, there's levels of being right. In this case, I learned two new things, and those are the two. Hopefully, you guys can be able to use this data because it is in real time, and you could find it in Fred, F-R-E-D, stlouis.org/serious/SOM real time. It's not SOME, which is kind of funny, but it is SAHM real, REAL, and time, TIME. Now, with our data, the data that we use with the yield curve, determining it just based on the average, is also retroactive as well. And we're very curious on the adjustment period, because the more recessions we have recorded in history, the better we can determine our model. So it would help people determine what's best for them, because typically what we found out is that if you just got into the job market and you experience a recession for maybe 2 years or so, you're significantly in a disadvantage than the people that start at a growing economy. I think that's proven in history. So typically what people do during the time of recession, they are retrained as a normal profession, or pursue something that makes them happy or whatever. But all I can say is that all this is data, and it is real time, It does reflect the population. However, the driving force is really you guys. Um, and yeah, like you guys determine the future and you guys determine your happiness. So in reality, all this stuff shouldn't be the driving force of your goals and all that jazz. Just help to prepare a little bit. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully by the time that I do another one of these segments, I'll be at home. Chances are not. But anywho, I'll catch you guys later. And subscribe and tune in for more. Go into the bam. All right. See you guys.